guys, so we got a package in the mail, and I would like for all of you guys to check out Thrunight.com. Very awesome company, and I actually was honored to be able to excuse me, was honored to be able to do a review on one of their items. And so let's just go ahead and jump right into the package, and I'll show you guys what we got going on here, and then I'll give you guys a full rundown of the specs of this item. So we'll just throw that off to the side there. This is the Thrunight Saber 1A CreeXP-G2 LED, 3 modes, 169 lumens by using 1.5 AA battery or 3 mode waterproof to IPX8. So very awesome. I love the tin it actually comes in, as you guys can see here. Very cool. I can actually use that tin for something else. And so let's go ahead and get this little bad boy out here, and I'll show you guys what we got going on. So we got some O-rings there. That's why it's important to make sure you look on the bottom of everything. Alright, so as I stated, Thrunight actually gave me the opportunity to do a review on one of their items, and it's such a blessing, honestly it is. This is the Saber 2014, the ultimate keychain light. Very phenomenal for EDC. I've seen a lot of reviews on this, and what's really cool about this, I'll show you guys here, is you can run a single AA battery, or you can put an extension and run a CR123 battery, and then you can even add more extensions onto it. The functionalities of this light is the twist. So you twist on, twist off, and also during your twist, similar to what a mag light would have, is you can basically adjust to zoom the beam in further or more wider. So let's go ahead and throw some batteries in this bad boy, and I'll get to showing you guys how bright it is and how it functions. So let me go ahead and get this bad boy unscrewed. This is another great thing right here. You can feel it's very strong seal. When it seals up, it's water resistant, and so when it seals up, you can feel how firm, you know, it is, and it basically just, you can feel it pop, kind of pop out as you unscrew it. So let's start it off with a AA battery. Stick one in there. Hopefully I put the battery in correctly. I tend to screw up with slapping batteries in the right way all the time. So there you have it there. You can see the brightness, and I will give you guys a demonstration of this in my garage here in a minute. But see, you can see it's dim, and you can change the brightnesses by screwing it. Let's see if I get it going. Maybe my battery, oh there it goes. Okay, so you see the brightness there. Very, very bright. Very nice. It also has a keychain lanyard hold, so you can basically do paracord similar to what I did in my mag light. A lot of you guys know I do mine shaft exploring and stuff like that, and I actually would rather prefer to carry a smaller flashlight like this than a really big one when I'm inside these mines, just due to not having so much in my hand. And that's a definite plus, where I can actually put some paracord through that, and I can have that hanging off of my pants, and then when we go inside the mine, I can use it. If I need to let it go, then I can let it go, because when I'm in the mines I also use my headlamp. And so very awesome. I really like that a lot. A lot of you guys know I was working with the S10 Baton, one of my favorite flashlights that I had, and I'll show you guys. You guys knew that one. I placed that on my AR pistol, and so I kind of cut myself short on having a nice EDC knife, EDC flashlight, and as I stated, I was honored to be able to receive this from Thrunight.com, and I love it. Let's go ahead and stick a CR123 battery in here and check out the brightness. And this is basically just a tabletop review. This coming weekend I will be doing a stronger review on it by going into mine shafts. I actually have a little trip set up already to go hit some mine shafts or what have you. So let me see how this works here. Now this is what's really cool is if you put a CR123 battery inside the extension, you see the AA battery went inside this extension, put the CR123 battery in this extension, and basically it breaks your EDC flashlight down a lot smaller. So now you got a more compact light and basically a stronger battery. To me, a CR123 battery is a lot stronger than your standard AA. A lot of people like AA more because during maybe SHTF, shit hits the fan scenario, I don't know if I even pronounced that right, you know, CR123 batteries not everybody has, but everybody has a AA battery laying around in their house, which, you know, which is really cool about this flashlight because it goes vice versa. So here it is with the CR123 battery, as you guys can see there. And as I stated, we'll go hit the garage here in a minute. I'll give you guys some demonstrations of the differences in the light with the different batteries. And then here we have it with the standard AA battery. Now this AA battery probably isn't the newest. I just actually, as I stated, just found one laying around in the house, so which is really cool. So stay tuned. I'm gonna set you guys up and we'll go hit the garage and I'll show you guys the beam. Alright, so we're set up. I wanted to make sure there's a little bit of light still beaming inside the garage. That way you guys can still have a visual and my video camera will stay in focus. So here it is with the CR123 battery. And I'm just going to basically beam it up against the garage here. And you can see the brightness. Very bright. I mean, this is going to work phenomenally for my mineshaft exploring. And as I stated, this is just a tabletop review. You guys will be seeing this in action this weekend. So there you go there. And I'll put in the AA battery and show you guys a demonstration with that. And then we'll hit back onto the table and I'll give you guys a rundown on the specs. So there you go with the AA battery. Both are very bright, very nice. And as I stated, now I can basically carry some AA's and 123 batteries on me, and then I could be, you know, pretty well set. So very nice. You can see the brightness. I mean, for such a nice EDC flashlight, for being so compact, I mean, this is very bright, and I enjoy the whiteness. With my S10 Baton, I had more of a greenish tint or more of like a yellowish tint. So being inside the mine shaft, you would have that annoying kind of, you know, tint, and you know it would make it a little bit frustrating when you're in there and you really want some brightness like the white beam as you're seeing here. So let's hit the table one more time. I'm going to run you down on the specs, and this weekend we will do basically a demonstration run test on this inside some mine shafts. So let's hit the table. Alright, so now that we're back on the table here, I'm going to go ahead and read basically the features and the specifications of this beautiful flashlight. LED CreeXP-G2 LED with the lifespan of 20 plus years of runtime. Very great right there. It's definitely a plus. You don't have to worry about changing out the bulb or nothing like that. 20 plus years. I mean, come on. What else can you not want about something like that? You know, just the warranty of that. That's very phenomenal. There's 3 modes of output. High, 169 lumen, 1.5 hours. Low, 9 lumens, 39 hours. Firefly, 0.09 lumens, 147 hours. Great lifespan with the battery life, and actually you don't always have to run your flashlight on high. You can run it, as they state here, basically run it on a Firefly, and you still have the visibility to be able to see, and then it's giving you 147 hours. That's a long time. Memory functions to stay at any one of the 3 modes. Basically, that's your your twisting options. Regulated current for smooth, consistent, strong output. Max 169 lumen output using 1.5V AA battery or 1 CR123A battery with 2 different tubes. So that's basically as it's laid out now. The way I have it laid out for you is you can either run it with the CR123 battery or you can run it with a AA, and that is definitely a plus. I mean, I've never seen a flashlight that can do this, to be honest with you. And it's just one of those definite pluses, because as I stated, I personally like to use the CR123 batteries in all my flashlights, but they're expensive, really expensive. I mean, you can get lucky and actually score like I did on Amazon and actually buy something like this and pay maybe, you know, I can't recall what it was. I think it was maybe like 23 bucks for 12 batteries or something like that, but it's expensive. So let's say you need a flashlight, but your budget's not hitting you good with being able to purchase, you know, the batteries you want. Then you can go off and just purchase a AA battery, which doesn't cost as much as the CR123 battery, and you're basically set. So that is definitely a plus. I love that about this flashlight. Aircraft quality aluminum body structure. You can feel the definite construction of this. I mean, if I was to drop it and then accidentally step on it, I know it's not going to bend. I mean, the structure of this is really great compared to your other flashlights that, you know, a lot of people carry. If I was to drop this and step on it, something's definitely going to break in it. And this is just a throw, basically an off-brand. Similar to this as well, I purchased this one from Walmart. The only reason I really got this one is because it's got a laser in it. And so I can flash that laser down the mine shafts and see the end of the mine shaft, so I can know how far I need to go. But anyways, jumping off subject, the structure is very strong on that, so that's definitely a plus. You don't want to purchase a crappy flashlight, because, you know, a flashlight is basically like a knife. You want to make sure it's got good quality. You want to make sure that it's going to be durable and it's going to actually successfully be used for your needs without falling apart on you. Premium Type 3 hard anodized anti-abrasive finish. You can feel the grip on there. When we go inside these mine shafts, it gets, you know, hot and very at times where it gets like moist. So, you know, being able to feel the texture on this, you know, it's going to feel great. I wear gloves a lot, but I wear fingerless gloves. So, I mean, just knowing that this texture, the way it feels, it's great. I don't have to worry about it slipping out of my hand or nothing like that. And also they did a really neat job with adding the texture to your twist. So when you turn your light on, turn it off, or you need to basically zoom it in or zoom it out or make it brighter, you have that texture there, compared to a mag light where they only give you a very, very small strip to actually be able to grip as you do your twist. So very definite plus on that. Thrunight did really good on that. I love the fact that they added such great width on that. So very cool. Where are we at here? Let's see. Coated ultra glass. Okay, so tempered double coated ultra clear lens. So you can see the lens there. And when I'm in the mine shaft, that will definitely be put to use and also be put to the test. When I come out of those mine shafts, I am like covered in dirt, rocks. I tend to bang up everything, so we'll see how the structure is on this, if it gets scratched and if it holds scratches or if it's easy to wipe out. Also, another one of my concerns is I've had a lot of issues with flashlights is all the dirt basically breaching its way into the flashlight area, and you know, basically getting dirt on the lens or on the bulb. So we'll definitely be putting that to the test and doing a review after the mine shaft exploring as well, just to get a close-up on you know, how well it held up on me. Let's see here, we got stand on tail to serve as candle. So what I'm assuming is you can, I won't be able to do it on here, but you can see the back end, basically they laid it flat. So you can actually sit it upright like that. I actually was able to do that with that one, but I'm on a cloth here. So, but you can sit it upright and have your light and use it like so. That's what I'm assuming. See what else we got here on this cheat card of mine. Waterproof to IPX /8 standard. So I'm assuming you can't really submerge it too far but it will do you well within rain, or let's say you spilt, you know, a glass of water on it or something like that, or it rained on you pretty hard. So what my belief is it's not going to get damaged. It is waterproof to a specific consent. I'll have to look more into that and find out how depth the waterproof is on this. But I probably won't be torture testing it because I really don't want to damage it. That's not my whole goal on this. My whole goal is to actually keep this intact, but also be able to use it as much as possible. Let's see what we got. We're going to see streamlined body design. You guys see the structure here. It's not very fat like a lot of the flashlights nowadays we come across. I don't know why they assume that, you know, when we buy a flashlight we want some big old huge stick in our pocket, basically, you know, like this. You know, that's one thing I liked about Maglite was they kept their models real thin, but this is perfect. I actually really enjoy that a lot, and plus it's a lot brighter than the Maglite. I could tell just by how I beamed it in the garage. Let's see here. One-handed operation, that's a definite plus, because when I do my mineshaft exploring, a lot of you guys know I got a rifle in one hand or either a video camera in one hand. So I'll have a video camera in one hand, a flashlight in the other, and so I definitely love flashlights that I can actually use with one hand, that I don't have to, you know, look for a switch on the back and try to figure out how to turn it on like how this would be. I would have to basically kind of maneuver myself to turn it on and have to flip it back over, which basically gives you the risk of dropping your flashlight, you know, because I hold my flashlight like so. So I would have to come in, turn it on, and just basically make sure I don't drop my flashlight while I'm inside that mine shaft, because I mean, you drop your flashlight in there, you're basically screwed. So that's a definite plus. I love the way you can hold it here and twist it like so to turn it on and off. Compact, easy to use twist switch, we just basically went over that. Reverse polarity protection. I'm not sure what that is. You guys all have to do more research. As I stated, this is basically right out the package, so I will do more research on it. This is basically just a read card I'm going off of that came with the flashlight. Size is 84mm by 20mm, and that is what I like a lot. I like smaller flashlights, but small flashlights that are bright. And this thing, man, I'm already knowing, I'm already in love with it. It's going to be my EDC for a long time, to be honest with you. I lost my EDC, my S10, to my AR pistol. She wanted it, so I had to give it to her. And so, yeah, this is my new EDC, so my AR pistol can keep my sweet little S10 right there. See what else we got going on here. The weight is 33 grams without battery. I'm sure you add a battery in there, it's not going to add very much more weight. We all know batteries don't weigh a whole lot. And that's also a definite plus, because I really don't, as I stated earlier in the video, I don't prefer to carry big, bulky, heavy flashlights in these mines. Operation, turn the head counterclockwise all the way to tighten the head to the body. The light will stay on at the functions last used. So you can change the functions. So for instance, if I had it on one function, turned it off, when I turn it back on, it's going to stay on that function. Now I could change the function and then turn it off, and then it'll stay on that function. So for instance, if I wanted to keep it on the what was it, the butterfly, or what they call it here, let's just say I wanted to keep it on the dimmest one. So I used it on the dimmest one, then I turned it off, turned it back on, it'll stay on that dim one. Then I can turn it up higher, turn the flashlight off, then the next time I turn it on, it'll be on the highest setting, which is really cool. I love flashlights that have a memory like that, or basically a memory set. So that's definitely a plus. Let's see here. Turn the head loose by 1/4 of a circle, the light will stay off. If the head is tightened immediately back, the light will change modes in the order below. Firefly, low, high. Every time the head is loosened and tightened immediately. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And you guys can just basically see here what basically the same way I got it laid out on the table. The different battery replacements, so you can insert AA or a CR123A. I always forget to say the A. Battery with anode towards the LED assembly, head of the light, tighten the head onto this. Basically just telling you how I just showed you guys how it works. I'm assuming these are just spare O-rings from what I'm assuming. As I stated, I'm going to be doing a lot more research on here, but that's what I'm wanting to think, that those are just extra O-rings, but I will get more into depth and I'll find out for you guys what exactly these are for. I seen another review similar to a flashlight like this where a gentleman actually had more extensions. So what I'm assuming is you can buy more extensions for this flashlight, and basically what you can do is get like more extensions for the CR123A batteries. And what that would do is it'll allow you to put 2 CR123 batteries up to 4, I'm assuming. I can't recall, and I'm not sure if it's this flashlight. But make sure you guys go check out Thrunight.com. I'll leave all the links in the description. Thrunight, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for blessing me with the opportunity to be able to do a review on this, and also bless you for thanking me, or bless you for blessing me with a new EDC light that I can actually use and put to work. You guys, as I stated, a lot of my subscribers know I don't do just run around the house with flashlights. I do mine shaft exploring. So when I get into these mines, I don't just enter the doorway and, you know, be like, all right, cool, and then leave. No, we go all the way inside these mine shafts until we hit the end of it, or until it's just way too treacherous and dangerous to go further. So this flashlight's definitely going to be put to the test this weekend, so stay tuned. That's pretty much it from here. God bless you guys. Much love and respects. As I stated, please check out the links in the description. And I guess I'm up and out from here. All right, I'm up and out. Peace.